Just wanted to kind of show you guys what I did for a radiator fan. The bike doesn't really run hot. It runs pretty good, especially if I'm by myself moving or if I'm with friends. And we're moving through the trails pretty quick. Temperature stays down below 190, 185 usually around there. But when I'm with family members or, my little nephew or, the guys, the little kids on the 90s and the 250s, or if you're with your wife kind of putting through the trails, you'll notice the temperature might start to climb a little bit. On mine, if it climbs over 200, I get a little uncomfortable. I know they're fine, probably fine up to like 215, 220, especially in this, you can see this deep powder sugar sand here in Florida. I even have it jetted a little fat and it still gets a little hot. So I kind of wanted to do something for those slower speeds, at least as a fail-safe. So what I did was ordered the, and some of you may have already done this, but I ordered the Tusk Universal fan kit from Rocky Mountain, and it's pretty cool. Comes with a Panasonic fan, a temperature probe, you see right there, that you stick in the radiator, and then it comes with a electronic thermostat. And you can set the temperature you want the fan to come on. It comes preset at 190. That's kind of where I left it. I usually, if I'm, like you can see right now, I've been riding for about half an hour pretty hard, and it's still the morning. It's about 80 degrees out, maybe a little past it. And I'm running pretty fast to the trails, fourth gear, sometimes fifth gear stuff pretty quick by myself. So, I'm not really lugging it, keeping it pretty cool, air moving through the radiator. But yeah, so really all you got to do is find a way to power it. If you're on the stock stator, I'm sure you could hook it up to that, or find a way to run it off the lighting coil or something. I'm running a 2001 TRX250 ignition, so unless I wanted to get some kind of aftermarket stator, there's no way for me to power the fan off of it. So what I did was, and I got this idea from Jay Paul, who's running his light bar off of it, a 20 volt DeWalt drill battery. And all you got to really do is get the high temperature adapter from eBay. It's like 15 bucks or something like that. And then if you have, I got a ton of these sitting around. I've probably got 5 or 6 of those batteries sitting around. And I tested this in the garage and it ran for an hour straight and still had 1 bar left. So it'll run for a long time, especially if you're only using it as a fail-safe. But anyway, I just mounted this adapter to the air box and ran a strap around it, similar to what the plastics use, just to hold everything real tight over the deep whoops and jumps and everything. And then ran the leads up to the front, and it's pretty cool. It works really well. I will. What I'll do here is I'm going to stop this, and I'll set the thermostat. What are we at? 161. I'll set the thermostat to 165. Actually, I'll show you how to do that. So it's at 161. If you want to change the temp, you hold the button, let go. So it's at 190. So then you hold it again, and then it should start blinking. Now you can change the temperature. I'm going to go to, so I have to go all the way up or all the way around. I'll leave there, 162. All right, so it set it, actually we'll go up to 165. So there it is, it's at 165. All right, she's fired up. You see my analog temps already there for 164. Fan is not on yet. There it goes, it's on. Sure if you can hear it or not. Let that climb up a little bit and I'll shut it down. You'll see it'll start to drop the temperature pretty quick here. It starts blinking once it recognizes the fan. Now you can see the temperature starting to drop. So it went up a degree and now it's starting to come down. So it's going to drop it below 165. You see it's still running there. I think it stays running for like 15 seconds after it gets below its, target temperature. I don't know, kind of a redundant thing on a 2-stroke, but it just good for peace of mind, especially on these older bikes where you don't want to, keep going through things. It's just a nice, like I said, it's just a nice fail-safe to have. you know, if you get stuck in the slow, tight stuff. It's just a nice feature to have, even if it never comes on. That's how I'm looking at it, because I know we're on the, you know, it's going to be October in a couple weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, and then it'll just, you won't even need the fan really. But down here in Florida, you know, today it's going to get, the heat index is going to be well over 110, probably close to 115. And it might still not come on because I'll be by myself cruising at a pretty good speed here. But if I was with my nephew, who's on a little 250EX, who's pretty skilled and quick on it, we still get, you know, we're still waiting up for him. Or, you know, if I ride behind him or something like that, the temperatures go up. And this is just a nice, I think it's a nice feature to have for not a whole lot of money. Thanks for watching.